So, the first thing that I want to say is thank you all for being here with us. It means so much to me and Fran to have you all here sharing this special day. I first met Fran 4.5 years ago. It was in the third lockdown, and one night I was scrolling through Instagram and I stumbled upon Fran's profile. So, of course, I sent a few strategic likes, and within a matter of minutes, I got those likes back. But Fran didn't just stop there, he followed me, and he seized the opportunity to slide into my DMs, replying to a picture of a pair of shoes that I'd just bought. From that moment on, we never stopped talking. Days would turn into nights as we continued to message each other, getting to know one another. Then Fran was planning to move to London. So a few weeks later, we seized the opportunity to meet up. And I'll never forget the way that I felt when I saw him for the first time at London Liverpool Street Station. We spent hours walking around London, just talking to each other and sharing things that I'd never felt comfortable sharing with anyone. Fran then moved to London and our relationship continued to deepen. But I couldn't help but get scared of what I was feeling for him. There was one day that we went on a date in Regent's Park, and all day we were walking around the park holding hands, and I was just so proud to be seen with the most beautiful boy that I'd ever laid eyes on. But I couldn't help but get scared thinking, shit, I think I'm falling in love. So things aren't always easy for me and Fran. As you can imagine, it's not easy being with someone who's a walking collection of sounds and smells. You're never 100% sure which one you're going to get next. So, hang on, forgot my words now. Thank you. So, those of you who know as well will confirm that we can both be just a little bit stubborn. And one thing that I really admire about Fran is just because he can't do something doesn't mean that you won't give it a try. For instance, Fran can't sing to save his life, but it doesn't stop him from belting out a number when I least want him to. Fran can't do DIY. But there was once a moment that I'd specifically told him not to put up a shelf in our brand new flat, so he waited until he thought I was asleep, until he thought I'd gone out. I was actually upstairs having a nap. I woke up to the sound of an electric drill that stopped abruptly after about 20 seconds. So I stomped downstairs to investigate, and there was Fran sat on the sofa. His face had gone grey, and he looked like a dog that had just pissed all over the carpet. Needless to say, the drilling had not gone quite to plan, and we were now left with 2 giant holes in the walls of our brand new flat. But I think my favourite of all Fran's defiances was earlier this year when we were in Thailand. I'd specifically told Fran I did not want to rent a moped. So, on the first day, Fran rents a moped. So we were alright, first day we were fine, he drove okay, but then there was a tropical storm. And the next day, we tried driving, but we got a bit cocky. We were trying to go up a 60-degree hill, the bike stopped, we were flung from the bike fell on top of us, and we were dragged back down to the bottom of the hill with the bike still on top of us. But as we stopped, without hesitating, Fran turned to me to check that I was okay. He didn't notice the blood that was pouring from his own wounds. His first instinct was to check on me. And that was one of those moments that I thought, God, I cannot wait to hurry up and marry this man. In meeting Fran, I've not just got a husband, I'm so lucky to be a part of the most wonderful, most generous, loveliest family that I've ever met. You've embraced me and you've welcomed the strange English boy that sits there at the end of the dinner table, not saying much, smiling and saying the occasional word in Spanish. A mi familia nueva, gracias por su amabilidad, su generosidad y por darme la bienvenida. Estoy muy agradecido de ser parte de esta familia y por el apoyo que han dado a mí y a Fran.
Yeah! A la merecéis, a la merecéis!
It will come as no surprise to anyone here, there are 35 gay people in this room tonight.
Yeah!
Each and every one of us have grown up in a world that has tried to punish us for being who we are, and that has made us feel like we don't deserve love, or has tried to invalidate who we are, or to make us not feel like we don't belong. Before I came out, I never thought that I'd be able to get true love and happiness because I grew up in a world that made me feel like I didn't deserve it. Mine and Fran's families have never made us feel that way. They've supported us, they've cared for us, and they've loved us being exactly who we are. Whether it's Fran playing with his Barbies, or me dressing up as a mermaid at my Auntie Lynn or Auntie Shelley's house. They've supported us every step of the way, and they've allowed us to stand here proudly as two men in love. From growing up watching Disney films, I knew that I wanted to be with Prince Charming and not Cinderella, but I never expected that I'd be marrying the Beast. Before we close, I have to say a few thank yous. Thank you to our amazing families. Thank you to our beautiful sisters and our groomsmaids. Thank you to all of our amazing friends. Each and every one of you have had such an instrumental part to play in the development of mine and Fran's friendship, and having you here tonight means so much to us. Since being with Fran, I've learned the true meaning of true love. True love isn't fairy tales, it's not princes, it's not princesses. It's found in the mundane, it's found in those everyday little things that we take for granted. True love can be felt when you see your partner coming home from a long day of work. It can be felt when you hear them laugh at their own joke. True love can be felt when you have that same thought at the same time, or you can just be comfortable sitting there in silence with one another. But most of all, I've learned that true love is turning to check on your partner when you've both fallen off the bike. Thank you very much for being here, it means so much, and enjoy the rest of your night.